ladies. So I just did the weekly energy card reading on my main Facebook page, and I wanted to come in and just give you that reading. And also I'm going to pull an additional card from my Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle cards. So this week, well, I'm actually doing something a little different, right? So I had some very... Sorry, Savvy's up. I've got laundry going. She's playing. Like, today's been a strange day. She hasn't been feeling too good the last couple of days. But she's starting to feel better. So I did some reflexology, essential oils, of course, and massaging. And that is kind of helping her a lot. So she's getting a little more active and back into her self. But so let me just share some changes and things with you that will be taking place within like my spiritual love coaching. And oh, my phone battery, hopefully we'll get through this without my phone dying. So I've always had a very deep connection with angel energy. In fact, when I'm trying to think exactly how long ago it was, but it's been a very long time ago. I had like a near-death experience, and during that time period, I actually was connected with an angel, and they guided me through that, healed me, and just kind of let me know that, you know, my life had a purpose, and this type of work that I would be doing, that I was needed here on earth, and all of this amazing stuff. So I didn't die. I was okay. Didn't have to go to the hospital, although I probably should have had I not had that intercession. So that just kind of opened me up spiritually and kind of started me reading tarot cards. The first deck I had was like a traditional Rider-Waite deck, and that deck was a little too scary for me. So I found like crystal cards, and then the very first, I thought I had them here. First like tarot deck that I got after that was the Angel Tarot cards. And I really loved that deck. I was able to connect with them, and then was able to keep reading tarot without, you know, having to deal with any fears or anything. So a couple years ago, sorry guys. A couple years ago, I took Doreen Virtue's Certified Angel Card Reader course. I have a ton of her decks. I'm also an advanced angelic healing practitioner, which a couple people in the group were gifted with an angel healing session, and I got really great feedback from the people that I performed the sessions on before. So that was really great. And then just a few days ago, actually, my teacher put out some more advanced steps in the procedure. And the first time I did the angelic healing session, I did it on myself, and it just brought tears to my eyes. Like, it just came to me so naturally. And like, as I talk about it now, like I can feel like my hands are warming up and everything. So I've just been pulled in this direction, and I kind of felt that nudge before, but I was like, no, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to be like the angel person. But another thing, like in my business, is that I kind of got a little more clear and specific on the type of women that I wanted to help. I knew I wanted to help women like me who had been in abusive relationships, but for some reason I was afraid to just put that out there and say abused women, abusive relationships. So I was saying toxic and unhealthy. There are a lot of different forms of abusive relationships. It can be mental, emotional, physical, of course, sexual, so this is included in physical, and even financial. So there's so many different types of toxic, unhealthy relationships. And abuse is like the ultimate extreme of toxic and unhealthy. So coming from that place, once I felt like I owned abuse, right? That's the type of women who I really wanted to help. Everything just kind of started flooding back to me, like why I started this in the beginning, like how I got here was because I was in an abusive relationship. I found myself wanting to die. Like, I was severely depressed, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, and there was not a lot of help for me. Doreen Virtue's work, Louise Hay, my yoga instructor, working with crystals, aromatherapy, like acupuncture, reflexology, Reiki, like all of those different things were the things that saved me. And once I was able to like open up and say, okay, I want to work with women who have been abused, that's when everything else clicked. Like, I could hear like the angels were like, ah, she finally gets it. So I'm going to be shifting like all of my readings and everything to use like my angel cards and just be in that loving, supportive energy, because I know for me that was very, very healing and therapeutic on so many different levels, to be supported with that divine energy, because it comes from pure love and compassion, and that's what women need after being in an abusive or toxic relationship. We need love and compassion, because we've got to heal those wounds. So I'm going to share with you, oh no, don't tell me I lost the card. Oh, here it is. The card for the week. And again, I'm using the Crystal Angels Oracle card deck instead of my crystal energy cards, which I still love. But the card that I pulled was Moldavite. And Moldavite talks about unconventionality. This stone, it's a very high energy stone that actually comes from meteorite. So it's very, I don't want to say rare, but it's not easy to come by. And this represents like, because think about it, Moldavite is very rare, so it's unique. And it's asking you to embrace your unique qualities. And really to rest in the fact that it's okay to be different from other people. And I think also for the start of Spiritual Love Week, this is a very beautiful card and beautiful energy to start the week with, because this is something new. This is not something that I've done before. Probably it's just kind of, I don't want to say thrown together, but I don't have a specific structure. I'm just kind of going with the flow here, and I'm okay with that. It's okay to be different and to feel different. But what's most important, whenever we start to feel like we're different, like we're the black sheep, or, you know, feeling like we can't be ourselves, it's because we're not with the right people. So one of the things that this energy is also talking about is getting around people who will support, love, accept, and nurture you. And I think that's a really great message for this group, because that's part of the reason why I put it together. Now, Moldavite also is a stone of transformation, and it might be asking you to make some changes in your life so that you accept who you are, so that you are showing up as your full self, because you are okay with all of your differences. And I think that is really beautiful. So if you have been feeling like you had to be someone else, feeling like you can't be yourself, if you're in environments that aren't healthy for you to, you know, be able to show up, to be able to express yourself authentically, then Moldavite is also asking you to make those changes so that you can be the woman that you need to be. And I think that's so, so, so amazing. So on top of that, I'm also going to pull a card from my Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle card deck. And I don't know why. I was just like, okay, we're just going to go with it. So I'm just going to shuffle these cards. And so I don't know who this card message is for. It was a very, I would not have chosen this deck, but something told me that some healing was needed in this group. So Archangel Raphael is all about healing, and we're going to see what message he has. one of the things that I'm working on, because I like to call my reading spiritual love readings, so I'm actually working on creating a unique system or spread for the readings. Okay. For the readings that I do, so that they're the same, like, so it pulls out the same information of like what people generally like kind of want to know when it comes to matters of the heart. So I think it's going to take a little bit of time. I've been thinking about this for a few weeks now, so just trying to come up with the right questions and knowing which decks I want to use during the readings. Okay, I keep dropping like a bunch of cards, so obviously like these cards want to be used and there's a lot of things that they want to share, but we're gonna take it one card at a time. So I'm just gonna keep shuffling for a bit until I feel like the energy is kind of settled. But someone in here needs this message. Okay, this card is kind of okay. So the card that I pulled was to call upon Archangel Raphael for help. If you're like me, you might not readily ask for help, and that can be a very common thing, especially if you're not used to asking for help, or if you're, oops, sorry y'all, if you're not used to having anyone to ask. And you can just simply pray, "Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask for your healing help with whatever it is that you're needing help with," and just say thank you for your divine intervention. So with this card, if you are struggling to be yourself, struggling to show up in the world, struggling to accept who you are, then you want to ask Archangel Raphael to help support you in that, because you are needed. And I love this image because you can just see he's kind of just protecting and shining light down on this couple here. So just know that there's always assistance, there's always divine love and light right there waiting for you, but you do have to ask for help. And the funny thing about archangels, right, they're always there, they're always watching, but they do need our permission to help. And I think a lot of times we can forget that we have divine help. So pray, meditate, ask for what you need, put it out there. And one of the things that I like as well is you can see they kind of have like a book, which kind of looks like a journal. Journaling is a very beautiful way to put your wants and your needs and your thoughts out there into the world. So that's just another option for you. I'm really excited about this shift towards more angel work. Like, I'm super excited about it. It feels right to me. And it's so easy for me to like just, the information just comes. It truly, truly does. So I feel like this is my lane. It's where I'm supposed to be. And it's something that I'm going to enjoy doing. I started a Patreon account, or campaign, I guess is what it's called. And on there, I'll be doing, I'm trying to think, so I set up a few different things on there. Hang on, let me actually look at it so I give you the right information in case it's something that you want to participate in. Give me just a second. I wasn't really coming on to talk about that, but it just popped into my mind. So I was like, let me just share if I can get myself together here. Patreon.
Mommy.
Yes, sugar. Not yet, almost. Okay, so on there I will be doing weekly readings, and it's going to be like an actual spread for the week. So it'll be a little more in depth with the Angel Tarot cards, and that is like a $3 donation. And then I have exclusive audio content that I'll be doing. So people can request what they want me to talk about. And I'll record kind of like podcast episodes. So some of the things that I'm going to cover for them at that level will be, you know, my experience with domestic violence, how I healed, healthy relationships, inspiration, and personal growth. So it'll be a little more personal, as well as they'll be able to ask questions and put in requests for podcasts. Another thing that I'm offering is a monthly coaching call for a very low price. And then I'm offering Angelic Healing sessions as well, along with, wait a minute, hold on guys. Okay, and then like there's like an exclusive offer where you can get personal reading, coaching, and angel session for a very low cost as well. So I'm really excited to be bringing healing and love with spiritual love coaching, and cannot wait to really start to integrate and update my website to include a little more of the angelic presence that is guiding me. So yeah, let me know. I wanted this to kind of be like a Q&A also, but I don't see anyone is on. So I'm going to give it just a moment. To see if anyone comes on, if anyone has any questions. Also, like when you catch me live, I can, you know, pull a card specific for you. I hope that these readings like really help you and give you some guidance. If you feel like this was for you, then comment, like let me know, so that way, you know, I know that these card readings have meaning and purpose. So I'm really excited about just incorporating all the angel energy into my work. It's really beautiful. So, okay, nobody popped on tonight. So yeah, every Sunday I'm going to do the weekly reading here in the group, as well as like the one on my main page. And yeah, and if you pop on, like I said, ask questions, and you know, I can pull cards for you then. So kind of like live readings. Awesome, right? All right, so I am out. I need to get my little munchkin to bed, and she's looking at me. I don't think we're going to sleep. We're night owls over here, so maybe we'll stay up and play a little bit longer. All right, I love you all. Thank you so, so much for connecting with me. I'm looking, are you wearing rain boots? I'm looking forward to day number 1, I guess. Yeah, because today was the kickoff. So actual day 1 of Spiritual Love Week starts tomorrow. Let me know if you have Netflix and if you're going to be binge watching She's Gotta Have It With Me, or if you have like no clue what that is. All right, I love you ladies. Have a great night.